Hello, everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Gypsy's Toolbox, where we're flipping your emotional story around to better by using a lot of these other tools that we have. And we're on episode 5 with automatic writing. I decided to do this TV hosting program this way is to show you guys some of the tools that I use for my own personal well-being, so you guys all have some tools so you guys have some tools in the background to use, because I'm not here with you all the time, and so and for us truly to get well, we have to utilize what we have at our fingertips to be able to get well. And you're loving the music? Yeah. Personally selected by Miss Gypsy here. She's been working on this all day, and she's had some issues going on in the background. That Mercury retrograde has really come on in. And it's hit her hard, but she's still smiling. She's going, oh well, this is what's happening. You want to know what happened? I went to the grocery store. Oh no, it started. I don't want to. I really want to stick to the show. Maybe I'll tell you. I'll tell you tomorrow. I can tell you tomorrow. Then it's not so fresh. Getting the notepad, getting the pen out. My dog, she's agreeing. She go, get that notepad out, get that pen out, get your tools out, get those tools going. Night, come on. Mommy's doing a live show right now. Thank you. I was reading, I use automatic writing for my own personal reasons, and what I use it for is for my own self-healing. I will ask myself some deep questions. She's telling truth. I can't tell. I'll ask myself some deep questions, and I'll ask the question, one question at a time. Put that one question out there. No, Naya, come on. Put that question there, and then I allow myself. Then I do some things. Let's just kind of talk about what automatic writing was. What happened was I wanted to do automatic writing and journaling as part of the show, but when I started reading about what other people were saying about automatic writing, it wasn't what I even knew it to be. But I guess it's another spiritual tool that we can use to let our intuition come on out, or to connect to other spirits or beings, which that's not really where I was going to go with all of this, because I want to still utilize the tool for our emotional wellness, our emotional healing, our emotional well-being. That's the main purpose that I actually even do the tarot cards. Okay, that's enough. No, you were out there barking. You're going to be in here barking? I meant, what is it? Come here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on. I got a chair. Can you get up here on the chair? Come on. No? All right, then you settle down. I just started the show. You've been quiet all day. And now I start the show, and this is part of the retrograde, huh? I'm telling you. About the automatic, yeah. I was wondering if that's what you were talking about, and I've done it before and found out the names of some spirit guides. Yeah, and I just learned about that, so I really hadn't been using the writing for that. The automatic writing, I've been using it for self-healing and for writing for self-healing and finding answers to those deep hidden questions, the emotional questions, because again, you guys know that I believe that we've all been misled and misguided with our emotional selves, and we're operating from fear, doubt, and insecurity, less than, not whole, not complete enough, and when we're going down that rabbit hole, when we're going down that, believing in that as being part of our life, it actually really messes us up. It really it does. And so to me, to get the writing tools, that get the pen out, get the paper out, so we can actually, this is the feeling, this is what I would do. This is the feeling that I'm feeling. I'm feeling this anger. I'm feeling this frustration. I'm feeling this lack energy. Whatever it is, just pick one. You don't want to pick them all at one time, because we want to get to the source of the issue. Is like, like myself, it's like we're going to get to the source of the issue by saying this. Like I'm going through, let's say it was, anger is not normally one of my things. So let's say it was just I was going through some heavy anxiety. I want to, say, hey, I'm going through some anxiety. That would be my top sentence. I'm going through some anxiety. Divine Spirit, will you come through me to help me identify where this anxiety is coming from? Show me where it is that I feel this anxiety in my body. And then it'll say, okay, I feel this, and then you're going to write, I feel this anxiety in my stomach. Now I'm going to start describing what that anxiety feels like. Does it feel hard? Does it feel soft? Okay, say it's hard. Okay, what shape is it? Is it round? Is it triangle? Is it just a glob? We want to define, we want to get that description into what that all is. Once we got the shape of it, now we got, the texture of it, whether it's bumpy or lumpy, and we want to get the location of it. So what we're doing is we're starting to identify how that emotion is affecting our inner bodies, where it's locking itself up, and how it feels. Not just, oh, I'm angry. It's like, oh, this is here in my gut. This is in my stomach. Oh, well, what's that feel like? Oh, it feels like a hard ball. Okay, it's a hard ball. Okay. Oh, is it round? Then that means it must be round. Yeah, it has this round feeling to it. Well, how hard is it? Is it like hard like a rock, or hard like a softball? So we can actually identify that that's what we're allowing to be in our system. Then I would ask, does it have a color? And if it says yes, and it says, well, what color is it? Because each color has something that it fine-tunes. We can fine-tune the emotion to the color. So if it's red, it's more hot-tempered. If it's green, it's more softer, but there must be some anxiety behind it or something. But we can get the color going, so we can, like, we're talking to the wound that's inside of us where it's blocked. So now we have the shape, we have the feel, we have the texture, we have the color, we have the location. Then we can say, hey, what is it that you're asking of me? What would you like? What do you want? So now we're talking to, I would say, like the child within, that wound that we got going, that we just located, that started from an emotional reaction. All we were going to do at first is react. The emotion came, we're going to react. The emotion is set in place. We haven't done all this deep work that I'm actually digging into through going through the automatic writing. Now we're asking, what does it want? Like, it's the child within inside of us. It's that wound that's inside of us. If that wound inside of us was our child, we would be nurturing that child until that child felt better. So you're asking it. Now you're down there and you're hugging it and you're holding it and you're rocking it. What is it that you need from me? And as you're writing the question, the answers start coming up. What is it that you need from me? I need to be loved. Well, I need to be loved by who? Well, I need to be loved by you. Well, how would you like me to love you? Well, would you give me a glass of ice cold water or something? It's going to tell you what it is lacking, what it wants from you. Because it wants some TLC from you that it's not getting. Because we've allowed that emotion to be an emotion that has just been. We've never identified how that emotion is being trapped in our body somewhere, locking us up. So we got to do the work, though. It's not just about, knowing about this information. It's really about doing the work, getting down to the deep details. So we can talk to it. We start talking to this wound inside of us. We start nurturing that wound inside of us until it starts to lighten up. So it doesn't feel so intense. So it doesn't stay there as a blockage. We start moving it around. We start changing the shape of it. We start changing the mold of it just by talking to it through the writing. That's what I mean by automatic writing in my book. It's not really channeling somebody else in here. We're channeling into what that wound is that's going on, that's truly affecting us, that's depleting us, that's taking our vitality of life away. What do we need to do to bring that vitality back? So maybe it didn't want just a cup of ice water. Maybe it just wanted me to recognize that it was in existence there. And it might tell you, hey, I need you to eat more apples. It will tell you. It will come up with some kind of solution. So we're not blaming our emotional self. When those emotions come up, we're not just allowing those emotions to come up and let it be. We're starting to be responsible. We're starting to take responsibility for our own emotional self by using some of the tools that I'm sharing with you guys on this channel. Rather it's Ho'oponopono, rather it's EFT, which was the emotional freedom technique. Rather, it's the mindset and changing the mindset around. Whichever tool works the best for you. That's the tool you want to use the most. So we can shift the energy around. So we can move it, shift it, so it doesn't stay stuck. We don't want it to be stagnant, because the more stagnant it gets, the bigger the illness or disease can get within us. And we're here to truly, to me, my goal here is to help us truly help heal the emotional self. Again, whichever tool it's going to take. Sometimes it takes more than one tool. Sometimes it takes all the tools, but sometimes it just takes one tool. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Confirmation. I love the confirmation going on in the background. Yeah. Thank you guys for all hitting the like. Thank you guys for all being here. I'm loving you guys for showing up, because you're showing up for you. You're not showing up for me. I mean, you are, but you're showing up for yourself. And it's important for us to show up for ourselves first, instead of thinking that somebody else out there is supposed to show up for us. It's important for us to show up for ourselves. I'm going to throw in a little commercial about my book, and then I'll be right back, and then I'm going to read one. This is just a couple things. It wasn't quite set in that way. It was a little bit more, but it was like, you can use automatic writing in other ways, but I wanted to focus it in on the emotional self. Again, I've had a lot of things happen today that were like, they're like, oh, I mean, anybody that I know would probably, like, their temper would have gone way up with what has just happened with me, but I'm calm and peaceful because I know it will come to a resolution. So it just means that today is a day for me to be home and not out there driving around. No, the universe has made that clear. Not out there spending money anywhere. No, the universe has made that clear. It says, come on home, Miss Gypsy, we need you home. So that means to be working on my stuff here, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show you the commercial about my book. I'll be right back. And then this automatic writing I did has to do more with something else. We'll get there. Let's see. And it's commercial commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And Andrew, I did send you a message in a Facebook Messenger. Go ahead and check that out because it's important too with what you're helping me with on the channel here. Just for this show, and you can follow Achila's lead also in the middle of all that. So, all right, now let me see. This actually, what I wrote had to do with my own with my own journey is, and part of my journey is I have my hidden love story that I got going on, and I have this attachment to it that I actually really had to detach myself from the emotional attachment that I had to it. Confirmation, because there are things that are going on in the background that I don't need to allow to mess with my story because it's my life, it's my story. There's nobody connected to my story. Just there might be in my head, and I do, but whatever is going on in the 3D world, there was some story going on in the background in the 3D world that actually made me realize I had too much of my energy kind of leaning on another person, that I wanted to make sure I wasn't leaning on them to do anything or be any different than who they are as a person. So it was like I started the writing. It had something to do with my heart versus my mindset. I know where my heart lies. My heart lies in that space, but then my head, I needed to make sure I was not leaning on somebody else is action, reaction, movement, or whatever it is that they're doing to be affecting my hidden love story, because it is mine. I mean, it's mine and Divine's. Divine has totally created this love story. You can ask Kathleen, she knows, and if Wendy was here, she would tell you too. This isn't something I just created in my head. It's something that Divine has led me and guided me and been me on this mission, this divine mission that's so beautiful. It's so beautifully led by Divine. And it's not like I went looking for it. Divine came out and looked for me to find this hidden love story that's inside of me. That's why I go live on this show, is because I'm so addicted to this love story that Divine and Source. I'm not talking about divine timing in the chat. I'm talking divine source, spirit, whatever it is that's leading and guiding me in this beautiful, awesome, amazing direction. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm present. And it's not attached to what somebody else says, does, acts, responds in any which way, shape, or form. And so I had to do my own writing, okay? So it was heart versus brain. I was writing to Divine. I said, pushing through all these lower emotions that came upon me. And it's like, whoa, I wasn't even aware that they were in my energy field. So I had to make sure I had to release them, detach them, let them go. Yeah, Wendy knows not so hidden love story. Yeah, makes me miss Wendy. Yeah, I know. Wendy knows, Kathleen knows. You know a little bit. But I mean, if you, and another person that knows is the VA that I had. Sunny knows. Yes, definitely has been a lot of it has been a long journey, and so, but since it's been so long, there's been some pieces that were attached that I had to really let go of. So I said, pushing through all these lower emotional feelings, pushing through them so I can hold my balance with this divine calling. I need to hold my balance in this divine calling that I've been led to do and be here. And that means I cannot allow what anybody else is thinking, saying, doing, acting, responding, believing, or not believing in to affect me, because this is divine. Yeah, if I'm feeling dependent on what somebody else says or does, that's right. And I need to make sure that I'm not dependent upon their response in any which way, shape, or form. This divinely guided love story, not allowing any outside activities to take the emotional self out of alignment. Keeping your balance during this divine shift. I'm calling you in. I want to keep my balance through this divine shift, this divine plan. Completely surrendering to divine, not trying to figure it out, yet allowing it to put itself into place for this ultimate love story, wherever that may be. That actually helped me release, separate. It was like I could feel the energies that weren't mine lift off and pull off of me. Then I continued. This is 2 different settings. Connect to source about your gifts, how to benefit from them abundantly. To look within to your higher self. Ask your spirit team to lead and guide you. Center yourself. And I still hadn't even learned about automatic writing having something to do with spirit or team. Go with the flow. Aim for your heart space with so much love. So much love. Overcome all doubt about your gifts you have to offer. Overcome all doubts about the gifts that you personally have to offer. Stepping into the power of love. Surrendering to love and only love. A lot of love. See past all illusions, pushing past all emotions, stepping into your meditative power, sharing your gifts with so much love, allowing divine to gift you the rewards of feeling abundant and well taken care of. Shielding yourself from all fear and doubt. Offering your gifts with love. From your heart to their heart. Being the warrior which provides for yourself and for others. It all starts from love. And that was channeled. I mean, it was just channeled by me wanting to do this show, is the automatic writing. To bring more unconditional love is to love yourself unconditionally. To love unconditionally means to love without pain, but to love with peace and with harmony. To love with no judgment, with no flaws. To just love, surrendering to love. To be adored, to be admired, and to be loved. So relax. All the pieces are coming together. Live from your passionate self, for you are a beautiful soul, and miracles do happen every day. Let's see if I wrote more. So I did write more. I said, so what I truly need to know. I said, I was asking the question, what do I truly need to know about this connection that I feel is with another that possibly may not be, because it's always been with divine. And it was to learn to see how beautiful I really am as a soul. To know you are just as big, to know that I was just as big and as bright as I see that person to be. that was like a wow moment for me to get that written out. It was like, wow, that's a true statement. What is all this pain and suffering is to learn, to grow, to expand past the pain which may reside deep inside of you regarding love. To surrender and to be completely the me or the you which is meant to be. And I am that love story. Woo, woo, woo. You love it so much. Yeah. So that was all channeled. It wasn't like pre-thought out. I wasn't sitting here thinking. I didn't rewrite it. I didn't re-script it. That was all just like, what is it that how can I share this out to the collective, what I believe automatic writing is, and it's more for self-healing. How can we find our higher vibrational story, and then and go with it. Now, I did decide I'm going to start including in at the end of this show is a reading from my the Gypsy Medicine Woman cards, because I want to see what they have to say, because I know that they're going to connect in with the show, and they're going to connect in with the collective, with my followers that are out here right now today. I love you guys so very much. Yeah, use all your resources. These are the tools at the Gypsy Toolbox. These resources allow you, that's true, allow you to be your own magician. It allows you to allow your intuition to come out, the wisdom to come out, to overcome all perception and all judgment by rinsing those old stories out. We're rinsing them out. We're cleaning them up. We're taking the old story that we've learned to live with and be with so long, those stories that deplete our soul. We're taking the time to rinse them out, clean them up, take care of them. We're here to nurture them. Because we're aiming for our heart. We're going after love. We want to have our heart space. Not only that, 2 cards back to back, aiming for the love. The heart space, it's right there. You got this. And all your spirit guides are with you, here leading you and guiding you. I love it. I love it. To allow spirit to do what it is meant to do when we ask for the help, to surrender to self-love, to love yourself so much. It's a beautiful feeling to love yourself that deeply, that completely. And one day get to share it with that one, whichever that one is, that divine is leading you to, because you're finding your worth, your value, you're nurturing your soul, you're nurturing your being. You're so worthy. You're so special. Because you took the lead. You decided to take the lead. You decided to be your own warrior. That you're going to take the lead within your own life to pass through this emotional state of being that's been running our lives. We've been allowing the emotional state to run our life so much that we forgot to stay tuned into our body, to what's going on, that we said we're going to take the lead within our lives, because we're empowering ourselves to stand tall, to look above, to see how empowering we are. We're freeing ourselves. We're freeing ourselves from what has kept us hostage. And when we find these tools, use these tools, we free ourselves to find the abundance. We get to harvest what we're really here to harvest. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you for the donation. Divine timing. Woo, woo, woo. I appreciate you so much. Woo, woo, woo. This is because we're ending the old way. This is going through a major rebirth. We're letting go of the old way. We're done with the old way. We're done settling. Because we want to bring a balance to ourselves and to the world. That's what I'm talking about. When I was going through what I was going through, I wanted inner balance. I wanted inner balance more than I wanted what I thought I might have wanted. I wanted inner balance more, even though I still would like to have something like that happen, but I'm not attached to the outcome. I am attached to my inner balance. To be operating from this space of love, that you can attract that one that you love into your life. And you can build your home together. You can build your home together with love. By blending all these messages that Miss Gypsy's sharing with you guys on a regular basis, rather it's EFT, rather it's Ho'oponopono, rather it's the flipping the story around to better using your mindset, rather it's automatic writing or any of the other tools that I bring forward into the future. Whatever works for you, that's the tool to go for. Blend it, use it, put it to work. Put it to work. Let it be the gift that you're bringing home. Walk away from anything. Walk away from anything that's not serving you, because we want to make sure you get to be on top of the world, dancing. This is being on top of the world because you got everything that you wanted, operating with so much love. Love around you. That's all your family, all your friends, loving your journey, loving the process, because you did the self-love work. You did the self-care work. You did the self-worth work. Loving that person that you are. For there's a huge difference between would like something to happen and needing it to happen. It's a huge difference. If you need it to happen, you definitely need to check in with yourself. If you would like something to happen, well, that's going to happen or it's not going to happen. I mean, there's a difference, It's going to happen, it could not happen. But if we have to have it happen, that's where we have to do the work, the inner work. We have to check in. Because like my hidden love story, I don't have to have it happen. I would like to have it happen. It does not have to have it happen to make me happy, because I'm already happy. I'm already happy. How about you? All right, you guys, for all those that are wanting a reading, I do my readings on Mondays and Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for your hidden love story. Come on over there to get your free readings at that time. On today's show, what are we doing? We're doing alternative healing. I'm teaching you guys, those ones that are my followers over there on the other shows, getting those free readings from me. This is because this is work that you guys, these are tools. These are tools you guys all need to have to truly start shifting your life, shifting your journey into this higher vibrational journey. And so this is my way to give you guys some more tools for you besides whatever the cards are coming out for you each time when I'm doing that personal reading. But these are tools that you guys, I'm going to go use what Miss Gypsy said with the automatic writing, or I'm going to go use the Ho'oponopono. Or these are tools that, like, when I'm actually doing a reading and they come up, I can say, hey, I have that Ho'oponopono. You need to go watch the videotape that we already recorded. Go watch it. So these are tools that I can actually relay back to you guys to go watch. But while you're here live, here while they're happening, I'm grateful and thankful that you're showing up for you. Because this is a self-healing journey that we are on. My biggest part is the emotional self, so we can heal our hearts, heal our minds, heal our bodies, heal our souls, so we can be operating from love, truly operating from love and above. I love you guys so very much. I'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, wait a minute. I got a special event tomorrow. I forgot about that. I can't forget about that. We got a show going on. I'm going to have Kathleen, Diane, and Gregory Toet come on to the live show. I can't pre-do the show, but it's going to be at 12:30 or there around 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You need to come on over and check it out. Yeah. You need to do that. And let me see. It is it is talking about detachment. So these shows are all like kind of clicking in. They're all coming in together. And then with divine timing in the chat is Gregory Toet. So we're bringing him in and Kathleen in, and we're going to talk about this detachment. Where it's just not me. We're going to interact, and we'll probably be live for an hour, maybe two. I don't know. It's all going with the flow. There's nothing pre-scripted, nothing pre-planned, besides the fact that we all know what we're talking about. And there may be some healing that actually takes place, which normally happens when we get into a collective show like that, to truly learn what it is to detach from needing something to happen to wanting something to happen. What time again? It's 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you guys have to adjust your clocks for wherever you're at. And it is about detachment. We're detaching that feeling that we need something to happen. It has to happen. No, it doesn't. Nothing has to happen. It does not. For us to want it to happen, that's okay, because that's easy, that's smooth, that's not a demand. So we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. All right, I love you guys so very much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for staying here on the live show as long as you have. I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. That's the time. That's the time I could get everybody here and interactive and live. I love you guys so very much. And until next time, bye-bye, butterflies. Catch, woo-woo, catch. Did you catch it? Till next time. Oh, do I have an exit? I do. Gypsy's Toolbox. See you next Wednesday. 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Till then. Oh, no. Well, you can catch me any other time, too. Whenever she goes live. Yeah. Bye-bye.